welcome to the Veggie Kitchen. I'm your host Ed and we're podcasting from Orange County, California. Today's recipe, Chinese Tofu Salad. This is the Veggie Kitchen's version of the Chinese chicken salad, except no chicken, okay? The first ingredients we're going to use, we have the tofu, there's asparagus, and there's quinoa. These are the three items that have to be cooked. Actually, this recipe has three sections. There's the cooked part, and there's the salad tossing, and then there's the dressing, okay? We'll start with this first. So I've got a bunch of asparagus. I'm going to cut it into three sections. I've already washed them and cleaned them and cut off the bad tips. And I'm going to put them in the pot. I have a strainer in the pot. A steamer, I should say, not a strainer, it's a steamer. And I'm going to just steam this for about 3 to 4 minutes just to get it soft. Okay. Don't really want to cook it too long. We don't want it to get hard. That'll do. Okay. And then we have quinoa. Quinoa is a seed. It's a grain. It comes from South America. It's very easy to find in most stores nowadays. It's a complete protein. It's very digestible, full of vitamins and minerals. Cooks really easily. So I have a cup of quinoa in here. I've already rinsed it. I put it in the pot and I added 2 cups of water. So I've got 1 cup of quinoa and 2 cups of water. And I've had it sitting just soaking for about 5 minutes before we started the show. That'll help it cook quicker. The whole thing should only take about 15 minutes to cook. Got this going on. And now the tofu, okay? This is a block of thawed tofu. It was frozen. I thawed it, drained off any excess water, and then I'm going to tear it into bits. I want bigger chunks. I'm not going to cut it because I want this just random chunky look. This was a 14-ounce block. It's almost a pound. I thawed it. It's ready to go. And all I have to do now is put it in the pan. Okay, I've got my quinoa cooking. Again, about 15 minutes to get it done. We're almost done there. And I have the asparagus. We've been going for about 3 minutes. This will go for 4 minutes tops in the steaming. And then after we've steamed it, I'm going to put it in a bowl and I'm going to rinse it under cold water so that it doesn't continue to cook. And that'll also keep the green color. We're cooking these items first because we want these things to all get cool to room temperature because we don't want to put them on the salad hot. We don't want to wilt the lettuce. Okay? In fact, I think this is done. Bing. Okay. Excellent. Okay, now the tofu. I'm just going to coat the bottom of the pan with a little bit of vegetable oil. I'm using grapeseed oil today, by the way. I like to fry with grapeseed oil. It has very little flavor, very little scent to it. It doesn't add or detract from the food. And I'm also adding a little toasted sesame oil to give it a little bit of that Chinese flavor. And I'm going to put in about a half a teaspoon of powdered ginger just to flavor the oil. That's ready to go. Okay, here we go. Tofu time. Good deal. I'm just going to break up some of the bigger chunks. I want them to be bigger pieces, but you still need to have them bite-sized so people can fit them in their mouths, basically. I cooked this salad. We made this salad a few weeks ago for some friends. Most of the people I cook for are not really of the veggie persuasion, but they all seem to like everything we make, so we just keep cooking. We cook for fun. That's what we're doing this for fun, and just to we do the show, the Veggie Kitchen, just to share with you folks. Okay, so I'm going to let this cook for about 5 or 10 minutes. No, I'd say 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to let the tofu brown. And then we're going to add the soy sauce. Soy sauce is going to add some color and a little bit of salty flavor. I'm going to eyeball it, but I think it'd probably be about at least a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons. No, what's the big spoon? Tablespoon. It's tablespoons. See, tofu's getting brown. And the soy sauce will soak into the tofu. See, I'll squeeze down on it. It's soaking. You see, I got 3 things going at one time. What you're really going to want to do is not maybe have 3 things going at one time. So ideally, the asparagus first. It's only 4 minutes. Get it off the stove. You could have it already soaking in the water, cooling off. And then the quinoa and the tofu cooking about the same time. Okay, I'm going to let this finish up, and then we're going to let these items cool, and then we'll get into making the salad in the second half. We're going to do this in 2 parts today, okay? You're watching the Veggie Kitchen at veggiekitchen.org. Thank you very much.